Okay, so let's check out my homegirl, May. I call her May. Could be mine, but I call her May. May made 50 flyers for 5 volunteers in her club to hang up around the school. She gave 5 flyers to the first volunteer, 18 to the second volunteer, and divided the remaining flyers equally among the 3 remaining volunteers. How many flyers did each remaining volunteer receive? Of course, we're going to start off with our answer statement because that's how we're going to figure out the answer. And well, that's where we're going to identify the answer. Then we're going to have our tape diagram, which is what we're going to use to figure out the answer. So what would be the whole amount that we're going to put there? Well, we have to figure out the amount of flyers that's going to be passed out. If you said 50, that's great. So it's going to be 50 flyers put there. Then the second thing we need to do is identify the first volunteer. And how much did the first volunteer do? All right, so let's just go and figure that out there. If we go back into our context, we know that the first volunteer did 5. Okay. The second volunteer is what we need to figure out next, right? How many did the second volunteer do? Well, the second volunteer did 18. Good job. And then last but not least, we have 3 remaining volunteers to identify. Okay. If we started off with 50 flyers that needed to be hung up, the first volunteer did 5. The second volunteer did 18. You have to figure out what is 5 plus 18. Okay. 5 plus 18 would give you a total of 23. Now, out of 50 flyers, you already had 23 to be hung up. You need to figure out the amount that's going to be left. Once you figure out the amount that's going to be left, then you're going to have to divide that up, among the other 3 volunteers that you have, right? So once again, if we already hung up 23 flyers out of 50, how much will we have left? Pause the video, do the math, resume, and let's continue. Okay, welcome back. So hopefully, let me move me out of the way so I don't block my answer. But here we go. So hopefully you were able to see that there was 27 flyers left to be handed out. Now, Mr. G mentioned earlier that we're going to have to divide that 27 into the 3 different volunteers, right? So let's go ahead and do our 3 volunteers. If we divide 27 evenly, how much would each person receive? Think about it for a second. Pause the video if you choose. Resume when you're ready. Okay. So we know that 27 divided by 3 is going to give us 9. So each volunteer for the last 3 volunteers will receive 9 flyers. Okay? 9 flyers. Good job. Let's draw a tape diagram to represent the following story. Mr. G and his sister are making gift bags for a birthday party. Mr. G puts 3 pencil erasers in each bag. His sister puts X stickers in each bag. After filling 4 bags, they have used a total of 44 items. How many stickers did his sister put in each bag? So that's what we're trying to figure out today. How many stickers did my sister put in each bag? Let me move me out of the way so y'all can see. Yep, that's me right there. Okay, cool. All right. So the first thing we need to do is create our, and you know it, exactly, tape diagram. All right. And then we need to identify the whole amount, which is going to be 44 items. Good job. Now, we have 44 items that we're filling into a certain amount of bags. How many bags are we filling the items into? That would tell us the amount of boxes that we need to create to divide our tape diagram up. Okay, who knows the answer? Very good. 4 bags. So we need to do 4 boxes to represent 4 bags. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we are evenly dividing our tape diagram into 4 equal parts. Okay. In the first bag, Mr. G put 3 pencils. And I'm sorry, 3 pencil erasers. In the second bag, he put 3 more. In another bag, 3. And then in that 4th bag, he also put 3 pencil erasers. Now, his sister turned around and put X amount of stickers in each bag. So therefore, we're going to let X equal the amount of stickers that the sister is adding to the bags. So we're going to have plus X, plus X, plus X, and plus X. Okay. The next thing we need to do is think about this. Look at your tape diagram. There are 44 items going into 4 bags. So we need to figure out how many items it would be all together in each bag so that we can figure out how many items Mr. G's sister put in the bag. So what math operation could we possibly do? Well, if we have 44 items and we need to put it in 4 bags, then we need to divide. Yes. So pause the video, do the math, resume when you're ready. All right, welcome back. So what is 44 divided by 4? All right, hopefully you said 11. And if you did, you are correct. So it appears that each bag will have 11 items in it. Okay, so let's move me out of the way again. If I can find me. Yep, let's just move over here. Okay, so now you can see that 3 plus X equals 11. So the 3 erasers that Mr. G put in the bag plus the X amount of stickers that Mr. G's sister put in the bag will equal to 11. Okay, so now we need to figure out what the amount will be. Well, obviously, if we do 3 plus 8, we will get 11. So therefore, we know that Mr. G's sister added 8 stickers to the bag. So therefore, X equals 8. All right, and that's your answer. Great job. Please don't forget to like, share, and most importantly, subscribe to Basic Math Skills with Mr. G.